we have a judgment by another court, the Court of Appeals in Washington, D.C., which has said that the Secretary of the State Department did not have any evidence to meet their own standard. Expert witness, circumstantial evidence, opinion of another court. That ought to be enough. It ought to be enough. If we follow the law, if we decide this case on the merits, it's overwhelmingly not guilty. Delist the MEK, and let's do it now. I said decide this case on the merits. That's what we ought to do. That's what American justice is about. That's what the American democracy is built on. We need to decide this case on the merits. You know, everyone talks about the two hostages, two innocent people who were hiking and got lost and were taken by the Iranian government into custody, given 8-year prison sentences, made pawns in this horrible battle they're waging against freedom in the United States. Well, we cannot trade off this case against those two good people. They are good people, and they deserve to be free, and they committed no crime. But this case, the delisting of the MEK, has to be decided on its merits. It cannot be a bargaining chip. It cannot be used for political reasons. This country shouldn't get involved in those type of actions. I believe that with all my heart. Now, I want to say a word about Ashraf. The Maliki government tried to justify its horrific actions by saying these people are on a terrorist list. Well, how, even if they were on a terrorist list, how that justifies shooting unarmed people in cold blood beats the heck out of me. But let's talk about Ashraf for a second. Let's talk about obligations. First and foremost, the United States has an obligation to live up to its word. We gave our word to innocent people who surrendered their weapons based on our word that we would protect them. To me, two of the finest hours of the United States government in foreign policy occurred when President Clinton sent U.S. air power in to stop literally a 500,000 Muslim Kosovars from being executed, from genocide in Kosovo. And President Clinton's strategy worked, and those people weren't harmed, and it went on to be a great victory for freedom and democracy. And when President Obama did virtually the same thing with NATO allies in Libya, he was criticized by a lot of people. It won't work. Why are you getting the United States involved in this? Well, I supported him on television at the time, and when it turned out to be a successful enterprise, I said, that's what America ought to be about. If we're about anything, it ought to be the protection of innocent people from being slaughtered. And remember, the key there, the explanation the Obama government gave, the administration gave, was we acted because we didn't want genocide to occur to the people of Benghazi. And there was a chance that thousands of people would have been slaughtered in Benghazi had we not stepped in. So we sent our troops into Kosovo to stop genocide, to stop the slaughter of innocent people. We didn't send troops in, we sent air power. We sent air power into Libya to stop innocent people from being slaughtered. And yet on two occasions, United States troops were ordered to back off and move out as slaughter of innocent people took place at Ashraf. Shame on us. Shame on us. This is the United States. We're about protecting human dignity and human rights. That's been the hallmark of every administration since I've been alive. Shame on us. And now we can't let it happen again. It's great that the UN has made this declaration, as General McKenzie said. The United States makes it abundantly clear to the Maliki government that U.S. troops are going to be responsible for protecting the 3,400 people in Ashraf. We gave our word. It's something we should do. And I want to close by telling you something that I said to the first group from Northern California when they were here several months ago. What did the United States lose almost 5,000 of its young people for? For a government like that? For us to turn our back and allow slaughter to happen? I don't believe that's what we fought for. Ashraf is a moral issue, and we have no choice but to do the right thing. Delisting MEK is a legal issue, and the legal case is absolutely overwhelming.